Alright, what is up, you beautiful people, and welcome back to the Cracked Out Brawl. We are playing some Raynor today. Let's get right to it, boys. We got Brawl Modifiers, we got the Haka, we got Stim. We're just gonna run some Marines. We're gonna run it down, boys. We got double income gas. I don't know why we have double income. Who needs double income, boys? Just get Marines and run it down. On the Haka here, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna get the combat shield. And since everything has Stim, we're just gonna go Giga Bio Ball Raynor and power through, boys. Just power through. Let me get my weapon upgrades here. Fill this up with Marines. This guy's gonna get slapped here, and easy clap. Easy clap. Stim on Stim. Easy clap. Got some Alarak up here. Oh my god. Okay, there's a Phoenix here. Interesting. Who am I against? Phoenix. Oh, nice. Okay. And get some of these. The Haka's gonna silence a lot of casters though. Against Phoenix, I'm gonna try and pull up with some fire bats actually. So actually, yeah, maybe these dudes can go home. Yeah. And I'm gonna have the Marines come in like this instead. It'll be useful later on when when the Haka has his incinerate. And there we go. And then we go jug plating. Oh my god, we gotta type this. We go jug plating. You just gotta march these guys in like deep pike man formation, you know? Deep pike square formation. I'm gonna run this down here. Oh, I got some adepts. Okay, this guy's a lot of adepts. Oh man. But yeah, rip adepts. Fire bats just counter adepts. And then I'm gonna push forward here. I can probably get some tanks, some stim tanks. I can probably beat Phoenix on the ground. Like, I don't even need to go air. Like, I don't want to go air. Going air on Raynor is just like, it's like, I give up. It's too hard. We're just gonna press the I win button now. And then just buy a bunch of Banshee Vikings. Borazun, not really gonna be a problem. I just need to have critical massive Vikings. And since everything has Stim, critical massive Vikings is a lot easier to get to. You don't need as many Vikings to hit crit mass. Because they just hit harder. I might just go Marines and tanks. I'll be honest, I don't even think I want to get Marauders. Just mass Marine. The only thing because Marines are just so versatile. You can just use them against anything. Let's get the armor upgrade here. Got Legionaries. Poor soul. Legionaries don't stand a chance. Okay, the Haka with the extra thingy here. I got the armor reduction too. Like if I get armor reduction on the Haka screen, like it like is insane on the Marines. Armor reduction is correct. There we go. Medics are healing, doing their best here. I need some more medics actually. More Marines. Like the DPS on my formation is a little lower because we have our boys running in like this, but you know, the survivability is higher. So I'd rather have that. And it also sets my formation up for late game. I don't have to like rearrange it. Nothing's worse than having to rearrange your bio ball formation. I like never do that. I just leave it. I'm just like, you know what, whatever. They're getting barbecued. They're getting barbecued. Gotta accept their fate, you know? Anyways. I just have this annoying cough right now. It's not going away, guys. Big annoy. Legionaries, say goodbye. Yep, that's why Legionaries suck, boys. They're just zealots that cost more, and that like once your opponents can one shot are also equally as useless, you know. There we go. Marines just gonna power through, and then they're gonna power through the Haka. Once the Haka gets his armor, the Marines will actually do less damage to them. But you know that's okay. I have a lot of Marines. Are these Marines gonna beat these Stalkers? There's no way. There's no way. The Marines are actually going to plow through and beat those Stalkers with some assistance, some reinforcements from MECS. That was insane. Insanity. The power of medics, boys. Back when the damage reduction was like, what is it, 25%? That was crazy talk. Back in the good old days. Let's see. Boom, 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 boom. I'm getting our point in healing here. We're just gonna power through this real quick. I'm gonna get my infantry armor and weapon upgrades. We're gonna have our scans up and running. I bet I'm like highest damage output. 49%. Yeah, I think that's basically highest. Because that means my teammates have to fight for 25-25 or like whatever their distribution is. Roast them. Ooh, Stalkers. Wait, why am I against Stalkers? Did someone leave? I guess someone must have left. Against Stalkers, I have to go tanks. That's actually kind of annoying. Okay, oh well, I'm here too. We ready for this. Wait, no one left, right? I don't think anyone left. Alarak spawns here. There we go. Get some tanks here. Ooh, my spacing is unideal for stacking tanks, though. Actually, no, it's perfectly ideal. Just formation-wise, it's gonna be a little awkward. Oh no, bro's still here. Bro's still here. I guess his wave is just encountering Tychus's wave first. Okay, let's do that, and then let's do that. I got my tanks coming up here. Boom, 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 and then I'm gonna get my armor. Yeah, the armor is gonna be key. And then Borzen's going Stalker Stacker. It's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. Oh, he went bought a bunch of DTs. DTs against all these Marines? Brother, you must be crazy. Keep the scan on. Yeah, 2 stim tanks are gonna annihilate these Stalkers. The Stalkers can't get through my medics. Oh my god. I just need more tanks. Throw them down. Throw them down. Tanks beat Stalkers. Tanks also beat Nexus. Alright, looks like we're gonna have a bit of a longer slog now, by the looks of it. Let's get some more medics here. There we go. Definitely need more medics right now. Oh well. I could also go Banshees. Nah, Banshees are kind of whatever. Bit of a cop-out kind of unit, you know? I ain't copping out. Boom. Nice. Okay. Yo, the DTs literally blink in, do their little spinny slash, and then they die instantly. I'm out of scans though. This could be bad. Oh, no, it's not bad. My Marines just popped everything. Don't need scans if they're all dead. Let's see here. Medics. Oh, Medic's getting focused down by the Nexus though. Damn. I know the Nexus didn't like Medics like that, you know? Alright, I'm gonna put down some more tanks here. Oh yeah, let's put down one of these, put down one of these. Okay. And looks like it's gonna be game. Aegis Guard on the base. Got him, boys. A Raynor bio, baby. You know what? I should just experiment next game and just like spam tanks. You know what? Yeah, this is short. Round 2. Let's go. Alright, we back. Okay, so strat is we're just gonna turtle this time. Alright. Let's do it. We're gonna turtle. I'm gonna go straight to tier 2. We're just gonna buy some tanks and then we're gonna not do Raynor bio. Yo, what if I did Vulture bio? What if I just Vulture maxed? Guys, what if I Vulture maxed? Vulture, like pure Raynor mech maxed. You actually stim Vultures could cook real hard because they're anti-light, and then they can like stall for the tank. Guys, I'm doing Vultures, boys. Life is too short to be doing the same thing over and over again, unless it's lifting. Then you just gotta keep hitting it, boys. I'm Vulture maxing. It's time, baby. Are you ready to spider mine? I'm so ready to spider mine. Let's go. Vultures with stim might actually might actually cook, boys. What's the plan? Oh my god. I just remember like when I used Vultures in Brood War, I was like, bruh, I don't know how to kite. Cause I was coming from like Red Alert 2, and like Red Alert 2 is like, what is kiting? You just send them in there. You just send them in there, boys. These all blob up, you know? Well, yeah, so I was just like, dang, my Vulture literally just got soloed by a Zealot because I kept him immune. Actually, I think Zealots can catch up the Vultures, so that's actually crazy too. I just remember the Zealot was so insanely OP. All you had to do was have the Zealot, and then you just run over like 2 fire bats, easy clap. I'm like, damn, why would I ever be Terran, boys? I'm only Terran myself a new one, playing as Terran. Anyways, Vultures be cooking right now. We got that 6 range. Give us some advanced optics for 7. Well, here we go. Spider mines. Spider mines. Ooh! Guys, I might be having a new opinion about vultures, guys. Sometimes, to change your opinion, you just gotta build the unit a bunch of times. I think objectively, though, Guardians still suck. I think Dragoons have actually, like, I don't know. I think my opinion on Dragoons has actually changed. Like, they've actually, like, redeemed themselves in my eyes. Because if you have a fat enough front line, Dragoons are actually pretty good. They're kind of like a siege unit, but it's tier 1, so it's kind of weird, you know, kind of weird chant. Oh, Stukov, interesting. Stukov's gonna go tanks. Well, Spider Mines, go get him. Get him, Spider Mines. Yeah, I'm just stacking with these Spider Mines, really. Okay, well, Stukov's gonna go tanks, and I mean, I'm gonna go tanks too. Let's do it, boys. I'm gonna go for a Raynor mech game. And then if I really give up, I'm just gonna go Banshees and, like, completely clap Stukov, because Stukov has no answer to that. So yeah, you know, just cyberbullying. Playing Raynor is just cyberbullying, you know? But yeah, Vultures, I think, with the stim is not too bad. And they actually are they're a tier 1 unit that can stack by leaving value on the field. That being said, the value is pretty vulnerable to anything that's a range unit, so yeah. I can purge this thing. I was just like, oh, it's gone. Rip that Spider Mine. He's got Diamondbacks. I just need Dahaka to tank it up here. Okay, Vultures, come on. Vultures, come on. Vultures, please. Okay, well, Spider Mines are just gonna hit everything here. So that's not too bad. I'm just gonna get more of these. Get some more healing here. I'm only 13% of the team kills. Preposterous. But yeah, I think Guardians are still, like, irredeemable. Like, they're actually a horrendous unit. I don't think there's any situation where Guardians are good. Because, like, I don't know. They attack too slow. I think that's simply it. They attack too slow and they cost too much. If Guardians had cost the same price as a Dragoon, like 125, maybe they're redeemable. But they cost twice as much. And they're an air unit, so, like, sure, maybe, like, they're less vulnerable to stuff, but, like, I would put them on par with Dragoons in terms of, like, their auto attack. Right? It's like 30 damage, but the attack speed's pretty slow, you know? So, if a Guardian, I don't know, costs that much, you better be doing twice as much as whatchamacallit. You better be working twice as hard as the Dragoon is, but he's not, so I don't know. The Guardian seems quite irredeemable here. Oh, I didn't have fast, guys, I was like, why are my siege tanks sieging up so slowly? I didn't have fast siege. Actually sinning. I was like, what? Why are my tanks being swan tanks right now? What's going on? Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, because my tanks siege fast too, so I don't really care, you know? Siege fast, eat ass, you know? Just run it back. Roaches? Roaches? Don't make me start flying, boys. Once Raynor starts T-pose flying on you, that's the end of the days. That's the end of days. I got my Vulture squad here. Vultures might also be pretty good against Locusts, actually. The little Spider Mines that they got going on here. I mean, I think I can hit the Stukov tanks earlier. If there are no spotters in the sky, I might have to get a Viking just to clear the air, you know, just to clear the air. A little Viking, just a little Viking, bro. Oh my god, laser beam. Okay, I'm 37% now. Dang, that's crazy. Crazy how quickly the tide turns. But yeah, I think if Vikings then have access to Phobos weapon systems, they would actually be a pretty balanced air unit, because they cost a lot, and they don't do that much damage per shot. It's just that, like, they're like Mutalisks. They have to hit, like, a critical mass, and then they, like, become crazy. So reducing Viking attack range is probably a good way to bounce them. I don't see any other way to bounce them that doesn't, like, entirely gut them. Because, like, if you get rid of their AoE, they're actually horrendous. Like, I think Vikings would actually be, like, near useless. But then it's like they're just like Guardians, but like for air units, you know, basically useless. And then Raynor Air suddenly sucks. But if you reduce their attack range to like just 9, they're still quite vulnerable, and they can't like, you know, hard stack on you. Anyways, Manx is going for a ton of Warhounds. Like, he has so many Warhounds. Bro's hounding. He's fiending. I just gotta use my Vikings to destroy the enemy observers, and like, then he can't like snipe my tanks from afar. And then that's it. Because Stukov tanks give himself scouting. So yeah. Anyways, I would have run into the Stukov anti-Bile Ball if I went Bile Ball anyways, because his tanks are quite good against my Bile Ball. So yeah. The real way to beat Stukov is just to mass Banshee, to be honest, because your Vikings beat his Liberators, and then your Banshees just kill everything. So yeah, that is the right way to approach this. Anyways, I'm gonna drop a fatty scan here. The enemy team is stacking real hard though. We'll get rid of the detection. There we go. So you can't get rid of my Spider Mines. Spider Mines are key. Really need those guys. You know, really need those guys to help me protect my tanks from the next wave. There we go. Or just to help out the next wave in general, you know? But yeah, Stukov tanks they're really expensive, but with the stim, they're really good, so gotta respect them. That's a lot of Immortals. Actually, those are all Annihilators, not bad. Not a lot of Annihilators. Oh my god, I leveled up armor. I was supposed to buy a tank. I pressed F a little too early here. Hotkeys cooked me. Anyways, Wraiths to Battle Cruisers is actually going to be such a viable strategy this week for Hunt Horner. The Wraith to BC pipeline. Now, Vipers are going to ruin this whole strategy, so I'm going to get like... I'm going to put this one tank down here, and I'm going to start transitioning. We're going to transition, boys. Get that TRT. Embrace being a femboy or something, I don't know. Lamau. Anyways, ooh! My tanks are cooking, boys. Oh man, they are cooking. They've hit crit mass, boys. They've hit crit mass. They just completely smashed like this whole line here, over here. They were a bunch of units, and then they stopped existing. Oh my god, and then Karax's wave smashed through this wave too. Oh baby. Oh, but there's Vipers. There they are. Those cheeky buggers. Should I just go Battle Cruiser? Nah, there's a Manx. Why would I do that to myself? Let's get some Banshees out in here. Get some Banshees out in here. But I think the Vikings resistance could just be enough to help me deal with the Vipers anyways. But yeah, we're gonna go Banshees now. Just because Vipers can completely nullify my tanks. And that's pretty bad. Can't have that happening. Oh! Wraith's getting taken down on the ground and then like pounded. When you like that. Hey yo! Let's see here. Okay. Oh dear. Rip Vikings. Okay. Lots of I'm surprised there's no Flame Colossi here yet. Flame Colossi are actually integral to like smashing this. Because stimmed Flame Colossi are like absolutely not a joke. They do so much damage. They just apply that fire beam over and over and over again. Literally Jover. I also can't go Battle Cruiser because Diamondbacks are just going to shut them down. So that's a little unfortunate. Wraiths actually are kind of stuck here. Not a great spot for them to be in. Are those DTs? No, there's no DTs here. There's no Warzone in this game. What's going on? Alexander? Well then, we got a fight on our hands. Alright then. Well, Stukov, you made me do it, boys. You made me do it. Here they come. Can you hear it? Can you hear the sound of the Vikings? Oh, there's his Colossi. I was like, speak of the devil. Where they at, you know? Oh, my Vikings are still alive. See, if the Vikings had 9 range, Alex would have just pulled them all in, and they would have been cooked. Because Alex also has 9 range, but they have 12 range. So, yeah. Actually, technically, the Vikings would have 10 range because of the advanced optics. But still, like, 10 range is, like, a pretty big nerf from 12. And, like, if you had Havocs on your team, you would go from 12 range to 14. So you're basically just a siege tank. Like, range is king. Range has always been king. Yeah. Probably the best thing you can do in there, you know? Rip those vultures. Vultures are important anyway. They were just fulfilling their duty. Doing their duty, their due diligence. There we go. Vikings gonna annihilate the opponents here. I think it's the beginning of the end. Like, now that I have Vikings in a decently large amount on the field. Here we go. I'm gonna destroy MEC's Vikings as well. Skyfare's like literally don't stand a chance here. If we just get white. I want to get more Vikings. Yeah, with the stim, the Vikings hit crit mass like so much faster. Okay, rip Colossus, rip my tank, rip everything. Rip those Vipers though. Vikings are gonna chop them up. He's chopped. Nice. Bro got the grab. The grab. There we go. Get my armor, weapons. Why does he have queens? Why does bro have queens? That's very interesting. Maybe for the augment, for the ocular thing, but he didn't put it on his Alexander. That's the only one. That's the only unit that should take the augment, by the way. This guy has Sky Furies. Very interesting that he's investing in Sky Furies to contest me. Actually, Karax completely beats up MECS. It's hilarious how effective Karax is. Because the resetting front line is the one weakness. Like for MECS. Because MECS' front line just like goes in and dies instantly. But then like takes out the enemy front line with him, right? But Karax' front line revives, and then like MECS' back line is completely surrounded by the second wave of backline with no more frontline backup. And that's the key weakness that MECS has. Which is fair. I like that design weakness that MECS has, you know, like really powerful backline, but he lacks any real meaningful front line that has staying power. Like, I don't know, like Sentinels are frontline that has staying power, Honor Guards with the Guardian Shell, frontline with staying power, Swarm Hosts. I would argue Kerrigan Ultras and Stetman Ultras would also fit that build, but yeah. And then Black Hammers don't counter Karax either, because if you try to get them to like pull in his no, not pulling. You get him to snipe his Mirages, but then they actually focus on the Colossus. And then the Mirages go beat up the Sky Furies. And the Colossus beat up everything else. So like, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful anti-synergy. Or it's a perfect counter. The perfect counter, boys. Anyways, more tanks. Ow. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna go get a Halls, boys. I'm gonna keep the battle right here. Right here. No scan. No scan right here. I'm gonna go grab a Halls. Ugh. Alright, what happened? Is it time to get Hyperion? I think it's time to get Hyperion. You know, that's the Raynor strat. You know, when in doubt, just go Hyperion. I got my scan going. See, my Vikings are still alive. The one way to nerf Raynor Vikings is just to reduce the range. Like, if they had 9 range, they'd be right up there with the Colossus. And they would just die, you know? Anyways, I'm gonna throw a Battle Cruiser out here. We'll throw down a Hyperion. But yeah. Other than that, I don't really see a feasible way of nerfing Raynor Vikings and not like absolutely gutting them. And like if Tia chooses to do the Han and Horner treatment on Raynor Vikings, then like Direct Strike is just a dead game. I mean, it has been like a slowly dying game for a while now, but like, you know, still playable, still fun, still decently balanced. I would say it's decently balanced, honestly. People who cry about balance is just like, bro, come on, just get good, you know? I will say though, obviously there are some commanders that are way stronger than others, you know? Like, Raynor's pretty strong, but he gets countered by MECS, you know? But then MECS is pretty strong too, but he also gets countered by, like, Karax. So, like, it's balanced in that sense, you know? It's like a rock, paper, scissors. Really good rock, paper, scissors. Anyways, we're gonna go for here. I think I want more tanks on the field. There we go. Still have a Dustwing as an option here, but I don't know if I'm gonna get it. I'll get Keen Senses here. That's probably enough Vikings here. I'm gonna get the advanced targeting systems here. Take a look at our damage output. 36% of the team. Pretty good. So yeah. Sovereign BC, but no Yamato candy. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I'm pretty sure because this thing's heroic, it should still be able to shoot while it's been grabbed. So having it like that. Hey, can you jump out of there? Thank you. Don't want that. Nice. Hyperion trying to do some crowd control. Boom. Can't believe I had the Yamato bunch of Swarm Hosts. A little embarrassing, actually. Get some more tanks. I think my tanks are actually just getting overrun right now. I think to actually beat this, I actually need to build a Bio Ball to run at MECS. Because MECS doesn't really have much on the ground, so Bio Ball would actually just run him over, giving him a bad day. Yeah, let's scan going there, so I don't need to scan up here. Yeah. Okay. Don't really need a scan here. Yeah, not really. Okay. Bros patch down. There's only like 7 Sky Freeze. That's a lot of Sky Freeze. Dang. Just go back and hide. I just need Hyperion to hide. I need him to be my DPS boost here. For all my units. And yeah, as long as Hyperion stays alive, like, you can punish these units so hard. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, yeah. You know you like getting punished. Anyway, let's put that down here, put that down there. Throw that over there. Put down one of these. Okay. Now it looks like basically the game's over. Like, I don't know. We got a pretty fat lock here. Well, actually, no. I don't know. It's pretty close to being over. We're almost there. It's almost there. Oh my god. Drop a fatty scan here. First sign of taking aggro on Hyperion, I'm gonna go back and retreat. Okay, that was a lot of damage. Rip. Okay. How's my tank line doing? Yeah, my tank line's doing good. Yeah, we just gotta swarm him. We must use the communist way. The communist way and swarm him. I think Karax is actually gonna help us win the game. Yeah, Karax is cooking. Nice. Hell yeah. Ooh! There we go. Raynor MECH with VULTURE opener. What are fire bats? What is Raynor bio? Never have I ever heard of it. Look at that crazy damage output. Well, if you guys enjoyed the cracked out Raynor, be sure to leave a like. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.
In the rear with the gear. The tires. Let's light some fires.
Need a light.